nice.
First time.
Yes, there too.
Yeah, I see it.
Hello, good morning.
You
Or
say
good
good
afternoon.
morning.
I gotta wake up though.
I know the feeling.
It was a long
That
night
was
for no
always kind of
reason,
a long
honestly,
night.
last night. It was just felt like a long day, but beautiful day it was yesterday, man, the way the weather was for sure.
It's going to be a good day today. Welcome to the next episode of Film Study. Thank you guys for going to be tuning in. It's NFL Draft Week.
Yeah.
This Thursday, 8 o'clock. The Raiders are on the clock right now. So let's get into it and see what happens, see what we got to say. Other people think.
Yeah.
I hope
definitely.
Willie tunes in.
I was trying to repost it before we jumped on, but I just don't have good internet service out here.
But let's start with the Raiders. They're number one right now on the clock.
It's Mendoza.
I think the same.
It's a given.
I think the same thing.
Now
But
he's got Kirk Cousins to help him. I'm just saying, he does. I mean, it's a veteran presence.
I just want to know why they did that. Because
Wait, you think he's actually going to start like the beginning of the year?
I think so. Because if I pay you 5 years, $127 million to ride the bench,
Yeah, that's wild.
but but also to me personally, little shot at it. That's something the Raiders would do. That's
they
just
just-
something about how stupid
So they just
they
took
can
on,
be.
like his remaining money from Atlanta.
Oh no,
Because I
that's,
thought he was with
no.
Atlanta though for a couple years.
It was
Yeah.
Atlanta cut him.
I know, but
and
isn't
he's-
that like what they're? No, that's just what they paid him.
Wow.
They took on some of his money, but they're paying him 5 years, $127 million.
So did they just extend him, or is it just flat out? Like,
I'm pretty
that?
sure.
I didn't know they did that. Honestly,
I'm pretty sure that was a new. I'm pretty sure that was a new contract.
that's
Stupid.
Kind of, yeah. I was gonna say that's kind of dumb to me.
But I mean,
Band-Aid on it, really.
to be quite honest, I believe that that's what the Raiders will do, is let Kirk start and then let Mendoza sit for a little bit, unless dude comes in and blows him away,
Yeah,
which
me
me personally I don't see happening, but it
probably
could,
not.
because Kirk's been around the league for a while. He's played in a lot of different offenses here and there.
Yeah.
You know, Minnesota, Atlanta,
Washington.
Washington. I mean, he's been around the block a time or five. So just to see how that goes with him, and it's just going to be different, knowing that they signed that veteran presence pretty late, actually. Like they just signed him like 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And does that change your draft strategy? Does that, you do what, what's that do for them?
Still felt like you got to go Mendoza because the guys they've had in there are just pretty bad.
They're trash.
Aiden O'Connell was there. Geno Smith had just a bad year.
Gardner Minshew. I mean, it is. I mean,
It's
it is
the
what it
QB
is for them.
carousel for them.
It always has been, because it's the Raiders.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
And everybody's been mocking him to the Raiders since day one. So it really matters.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely.
So technically, I put the Jets on the clock at number 2.
I think they need a quarterback though, partly, even though they brought in Geno.
I also.
But I don't think they'll go that route now.
I think the Jets are set at what they're going to do. They're going to have that competition at quarterback,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just going to be. I think they're going. I think they're going defensively with what
a lot of people
with what
have
they need.
Avril Reese or whatever.
Bill Reese
Marvell
or
Reese.
that Bain from Miami.
Oh.
Which, I mean, technically, you can't go wrong there.
They don't really. Yeah, they pretty much shipped all their defensive guys off last year.
Yes, they did.
Like
So
last year's off season.
I do believe that they'll go defense on this side because it's needed. They may even take one of the top corners since Sauce Gardner is gone. And there is some pretty decent corners in this draft. So
You think they take Caleb Downs at safety?
that's quite a possibility. I mean, there's a lot of safeties and there's a lot of good corners in this draft. So it could potentially be either or, and that's what the Jets need. The Jets need to, start rebuilding pretty much everything. That's just me for the Jets, but the Jets are still going to be the Jets. They're going to be bad. I mean, I'm sorry. I'll just say it until it happens. It's like Cleveland. Cleveland's going to be Cleveland until they're not. So they can add all the pieces they want, still have good defense. You're still going to be horrible. Sorry. That's just how that goes. That's a little bit of, the Stephen A coming out of me, but it is what it is. The Browns, the Raiders, Jets, they're the armpits of the NFL, and they always will be until front office stuff gets fixed.
Yeah, that's where it all starts.
Now it gets interesting. Number 3, the Arizona Cardinals.
I feel like they need everything.
They do. All the mocks that I've seen is, here.
So you think Jacoby Brissett's their guy, though, for the year?
Did you see that dumb shit wanted QB1 money?
Did he?
Yes. You're high. Okay. I'm just going to let you know that right now. You are high.
I also think his stats are inflated too because they were behind. Like every game they played in. So he's going to get easy throws.
Throw for 400 and something yards when you're down 35-0.
Yeah.
It's easy.
His stats were definitely inflated.
I had to pick him in fantasy.
Yeah.
Because you knew bro was going to throw for 300 and probably 3 touchdowns. It was a no-brainer to pick him up. I mean, but dude, I'm sorry, you're not worth QB1 money.
No, he's not. Because
I'm sorry.
Let's see you do that in a game where it's close.
You've been a backup for a reason.
Yeah.
Most of your career. So I really don't know what to tell you.
They might get a running back though. I feel like they don't have a guy now, really.
James Conner's returning in, and they gave him an extension.
Did they? See,
That's
I don't know
why
how I feel about him either, though, because he's just probably going to get hurt again now.
That's why with 3 and 4, it gets interesting. Because me and Chris were talking last night. The Titans draft 4th. Jeremiah Love is the only running back in this draft that anybody feels it's worth a damn.
Like once, yeah.
The Cardinals could be the only team that I see screw him over and take Love.
Oh, no, that's what I think, because other than that, you have Trey Benson too, but he also had a bad injury this year on top of it. So it's like
Breece Hall with the Jets, he ain't going running back.
Yeah, probably not.
The Cardinals could be the only team, but I really don't see the Cardinals doing that. I mean, it's definitely a possibility, but if they go back, I just believe that you're ignoring other glaring holes than what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Because
they need help on the defensive side, that's for sure.
They need defensive linemen. I mean, they need linebackers. And this class has some really solid linebackers. Like, I mean, really solid.
Offensively, they're not like bad.
No.
Like with skill position, maybe O-line, they probably need a little help. But I'd probably be going more defense heavy.
They also may go quarterback. There's only
Ty Simpson? There's only go that early?
There's only 4 or 5 that would be worth any of my time to even look at. Drew Aller from Penn State, Garrett Nussmeier from LSU. Mendoza will be gone.
Mm-hmm. Ty Simpson?
Ty Simpson and that green, I can't remember his name. He's from Arkansas.
I know you're about though, but yeah.
That's it.
That probably really is about it. Maybe Carson Beck.
No. I'm actually pissed off that Pittsburgh wasted an interview with him. No,
Why? Why do you say
just
that?
no.
Why though?
He's horrible. Okay, one, you're too little. Like he's not gonna make an NFL roster. I'm sorry.
Isn't he pretty tall though?
That's it. I don't care how tall you are.
Is he just not like?
He just doesn't have the frame for an NFL quarterback. Drew Aller and Garrett Nussmeier both have the frame. They both have the build for an NFL quarterback.
See, I don't know how I feel about Nussmeier though. He looked terrible this
Well,
year.
both of them were injured. Drew Aller
But
broke
I
his
would-
ankle, but that boy
Oh.
can make all the throws. Like literally, like they can make every single NFL throw that needs to be made. Like that's the one thing that intrigues everybody. Ty Simpson,
He's another one I don't really.
you've played
know
12
either.
games your
That's what I
whole
was gonna
career.
Say. He hasn't played
12.
much.
Damn.
He's one that I don't even know why. Like,
Everybody wants him.
I know.
Why? Don't know. Because you came from
Alabama, I
Alabama.
guess.
I don't give a damn where you
That's
came
all
from.
it is.
Name me the last Alabama quarterback that has done good.
Probably only hurts really. Tua's terrible.
Technically, yeah, he's from Alabama, but he played at Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like, and even too, like they told him, if you want to get developed, you go to Oklahoma. You know, like he did, like when he was getting ready to transfer and do all that stuff, say, but he wanted to transfer to Miami, and he said that's fine. He said, but you're not going to get developed. If you want to develop as a
Probably not
quarterback,
at that
you
point.
you go to Oklahoma
Mhm.
because that was when Lincoln Riley was there. You're going to get. I mean, look at all the quarterbacks that did come from Oklahoma to play in the NFL that he had.
Mhm.
He had a lot of them. So, and it panned out for him.
Yeah,
So,
he really did. Though.
I mean, Saban did you a favor, bro. I mean, Saban did you a favor because Mario Cristobal was not at Miami at that point in
Right
time.
then. Yeah. Which I
So,
knew that. So
You wasn't going to get developed at
That's
a
when
quarterback
Miami
from
was, like,
Miami. I'm
terrible.
sorry. The only quarterback from Miami that's starting right now is Titans.
oh, Cam Ward. Yeah.
And technically, you ain't from Miami. You played 1 year at Miami. Okay. You weren't, Washington State's where you came from, bro. So I hate when people do that, say that they were developed by this school, but you only played there 1 year. How the hell is that development? It's not.
It's not enough time.
But I digress. So, and then,
I guess it depends on who your coach is, though. Sometimes
Oh, it always does.
for the year, obviously.
because these quarterbacks, like the people that need them, like next year's class, there's 12 of them.
Mhm.
Like there's a slew of fucking quarterbacks. So
Yeah.
if somebody wanted to wait,
Maybe
like
next year, but that's kind of how I felt they were talking about this year with these guys, and then it like switched from now it's to this coming year again.
because I mean, like Mel Kiper has always been like he's on that train of whoever takes Ty Simpson is getting a legit starter. You kidding me right now? Because
Yeah, I
some of
don't
the
know
stuff
about
that you have
but-
said as a draft analyst
Yeah,
has been way out of fucking left field. Like he had Patrick Mahomes as like the 5th best quarterback when his class came out. 5th. Okay. So you're going to sit here and tell me that
Right.
I mean, I understand that this is what you do for a living and
Yeah.
you don't know how people are going to pan out. You really don't. Todd Simpson could be the next Tom Brady. We do not know that.
right.
Just saying.
I
Nobody
agree.
knows that until he puts on
Until he
pads and he
does it.
plays.
Yeah, it really makes a huge difference.
That's
So
the
you
same
see
thing
him
with
get
Will
in that
Howard with
position.
us. We don't know what he's got. Nobody knows what you got until you see it, until you play.
Mhm.
Everyone wants to downtrot you like,
I know.
even like with Drew Aller and Garrett Nussmeier. A lot of people have been downing them dudes. They got college experience, but give them a chance. Like nobody wants to give them a chance to even throw a pass in an NFL game yet. And it's like,
A lot of where some teams, not all teams, but they're too worried about their season still being a winning record. They want to hold a solid team, and they don't allow
Sounds
the
like the
failure to
Steelers.
just happen.
there's some people that just don't give a damn.
damn.
Yeah,
Like there's some people that just don't give a damn that,
No,
that,
but I
that
feel
want
like
to sacrifice a few seasons.
I feel like
We
Steelers has been doing it.
We don't sacrifice seasons.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah, that's what
Steelers
I
is one
said
of the
too.
teams. Unfortunately, they don't just because of obviously with these past few years we've witnessed it even higher than
I
ever.
tell
But
him
I mean,
never
but they've always
season
had.
because that's all he had to hang his hat on.
I don't want people to lose.
But
Like,
Yeah, no,
I don't
like,
either,
Like, I don't
but
want to end up in that
I wouldn't
hole.
mind having a development
No,
stage
but
either, where it's a couple
allow
bad
that
years if
person to
happens.
play that quarterback position so you can see where you need to move on from. Because obviously adding Rodgers and adding Wilson, to me that we've talked about it, it's band-aids. You just temporarily good. These guys, unfortunately, they're not great,
They'll hold
but
it
they're
together
past
for a
their
year.
time. You know what I'm saying? They may not be able to get you there, especially since you're still missing pieces to the puzzle that needs to go into play. You know what I'm saying? You have some really key players and good players, on the team, but there's still stuff missing that you need. You know what I mean? Same thing goes, even with the Cowboys, following them and watching them do everything that they do. It seems like no matter how good of a team we have, we're just not going to go anywhere because for some reason they just don't make the right decisions. It's like the season's already failed before the season even hit.
There's a lot of teams that don't do that. Like, I mean, you take the teams that haven't even made a playoff game in 10 years. I mean, like, you got the Jets, you got the Cleveland Browns, you got the Raiders. I mean, you got people it's like they just care about the money that they make and just don't want to win at all. Now,
No, the mentality, I agree with you. The mentality of the game is not the same because we were talking about that even watching the NBA games we were watching yesterday.
Now with this draft, like there are a lot of teams that seem to be, going down to wanting to save their franchises because like with the Raiders, when they hired Clint Kubiak, that was a good move. Like that, that was a solid move. The Pete Carroll situation was just stupid. I'm sorry. And this is no offense and no shot at, all the older coaches because the Andy Reids and stuff like that, like those guys don't grow on trees anymore. But this coaching is now a young man's game.
Yeah, I mean it's for the next generation now. I mean it's just time.
You're coaching
the style
now.
of play, especially on offense.
It's always the style of play and the style of what you want to do. Like your team has to have an identity and you have to have that culture set in place to want to win first off. Like, all these new coaches that are young, like in their 30s, I'll even go early 40s, these guys are now understanding because they grew up watching the game evolve from what it is. Like, defense ain't winning you games anymore, guys. I'm sorry. It's just that's just the old way because, you have to have a good defense. Don't get me wrong.
No, it's both.
If you ain't got an offense to put up points, 90% of the time you're going to suck.
Go tell Sean McVay that.
Yeah.
Sean McVay honestly had probably a down year on defense because his corners weren't that great, but he still made it to wasn't it? And that's on a bad year, technically defensively, and they weren't even terrible. They were middle of the pack.
I've said it once and I'll say it again and I'll keep saying it. Him and Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan are the two best coaches in the NFL, period. There are no others. And that's no shot at Andy Reid or anybody. Because dude has earned his stripes. He is going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. You're not going to keep Andy Reid down for long. But also, too, don't let the game pass you by. Because a lot of these coaches, the game has passed them by.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with Andy, though. He's always adapted. That's the difference.
Your coaches
if you can adapt, you're good.
Your coaches around you are another thing that keep you in the youth. Your coaches inject you got to have these guys say, hey, this is what we need to do. This is what we're seeing, stuff like that. But you also need to listen to your people. Let your coaches coach.
Yeah.
Don't have your hand in every single thing that you do. And I'm not saying that you need to, just completely back away, but let them do let them fail on their own. Yeah. It's pretty much what I'm saying.
It's pretty much or two since then when you need to.
But come to the heads together and look at every single person That's why they send everybody and their mother out to these pro days and the drafts and all that stuff to, see what's going on. Because like, with the Titans, if you do your homework and have done your homework, you do need a running back.
Yeah.
Because poor dude's been taking a beat. Quarterback. Can't think of his name.
Trying to think too.
I literally Cam Ward.
Cam Ward, yeah.
Dude's been taking a beat. Okay. And the Titans haven't had an identity since they had Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry ain't coming through that door anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, and he got a new coaching staff in place. He got bloodline guys with NFL backgrounds. So that's been the good thing for the Titans to get, because they need help. And their division is tough. Because the other two teams that you got in your division that are good are Jacksonville and Houston. Indianapolis, I don't know what the hell they're doing. So we'll
Still
just
trying to figure it out.
We'll just leave that with that. And the New York Giants at 5th with the blockbuster trade deal that they did yesterday.
Where they go now.
Trade Dexter Lawrence to Cincinnati.
Sexy Dexy?
Getting the 10th pick. So they draft 5th and 10th in the first round. You got options, man. Like the Giants could be one of those sneaky little teams, especially with Harbaugh, because Harbaugh ain't gonna stay down long. Like, him being with the Ravens, you're gonna get winning seasons out of John Harbaugh. Like it's not gonna be, what it was status quo for the Giants of just winning 5-6 games anymore. Like you're gonna be in legit contention in your division, even though Philadelphia runs that division until otherwise is said.
I don't know. If they continue playing like they've been playing, to me, I feel like Philadelphia just put it off by just a hair. You know what I'm saying?
It's still Philadelphia's division to win.
It's still,
until they get knocked off from winning that division, it's theirs until otherwise said.
Wow.
And it's crazy.
Yeah. It's been an interesting season. That was for sure this past one.
Dude, I could honestly even see maybe the Giants go receiver. Like what, Slayton, but they lost Wandale.
Go with, I believe they'll go defense.
Probably first. And I feel like that 10th round could be.
You could do a wild card. Well, you could do a wild card with that. Like you could go anywhere with that.
That's what I was thinking.
You could go receiver.
I feel like they kind of need another receiver in a way.
I could
add some depth.
I could get a lot of hate for this.
Well,
find a running back.
Yeah, you will get a lot of hate for that.
I don't care because that dude is a walking concussion waiting to happen.
Running back.
As much as I hate to say, I mean, you are right. I mean, he's just a wild.
His running style is not.
No, you're not wrong. I think they need depth.
It's
because
like the 90s
Tracy's not bad, but I kind of feel like they might not be really into him. You know what I mean? Like,
do I think Camden's a good running back? Yeah, I do. But also, too,
he plays like Owen Schmidt when he bashed his head.
You're one injury away from screwing your season, which I knew your injury this week or this past year was a freak injury. It happens, but you and your quarterback are a walking concussion.
Yeah.
I mean,
really put themselves out there. That's the problem. You have to protect yourself and allow yourself to play throughout the season, and he's been constantly hurt.
Jackson Dart was evaluated for 4 concussions in 6 weeks.
That's wild.
That's crazy. Like that's something like the NFL was like, bro, what's going on here? Like, should you be playing at all?
I played tough, coach. That's what he said.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool, but.
You can only take so many.
When you're in week 4 and you're already on your 3rd concussion,
that's not good.
And you already got the brain of Mike Webster.
Your best ability is availability.
Like
your best ability is availability, man. I don't need you in the blue tent every 5 seconds and I got to worry about you stepping on the field. And then two, even with the offense that they're going to run now with Harbaugh and Todd Monken, or not Todd Monken, who else? I can't remember who he got for his OC. But you know, are you still going to be doing the same stuff that you was doing with Lamar Jackson, running the ball? That poor boy can't run the ball. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I understand that you want to be tough and gritty and all that stuff, and you did that at Ole Miss. That's cool.
These guys hit different.
But not in the division you're playing in, bro.
No,
Because
these guys
you all hate each other. Like, that's been going on for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when Dallas plays the Giants or Philly plays the Giants, like, y'all ain't liking each other. You know, so it's going to be
They're
that
looking
way.
for blood.
Like, they're going to look for you, and they're like, hey man, that dude gets concussions every 5 seconds. Knock him out of the game.
Just keep wait for him to make that move.
That's a shark smelling blood water.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I mean, you know, the Giants need to make some changes with that stuff.
Yeah,
They
that's the only
really do.
downfall. I mean, especially Dart. You know, I mean, he's the key to the program at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Every quarterback is, obviously. And if he goes down, the whole team goes down. And, you know, obviously your wide receiver, especially in offense, and your running back are key players as well. So when you have the opportunity of losing 2 out of 3, that should scare you. Should make you nervous.
It should. But, you know, also too, like, they're going to need help, you know, like with Malik Neighbors being down, that hurt. But once they get everybody back, I think we'll be I think the Giants could be one of those sneaky teams if they keep him healthy and keep him upright.
I mean, I just really feel like, especially with the running backs, how much, you know, beat they get. I don't understand why there isn't enough room for 2 of them to constantly be able to help run the game. You know, obviously yards and everything matters, you know, but why not?
Offensive line is what helps. Like, if you get like a couple good offensive line to help protect him, that and this draft has no shortage of good offensive linemen.
Who was it? Patriots that need that offensive line? Who was it last year?
Well, they had like a couple of rookies though.
No, I know I'm terrible memory, but who was getting ran all over in the Super Bowl by the Seahawks?
But you know, like he said, you know, they were all young.
Yeah,
so,
a couple of them were rookies though.
But that right there, starting experience. And that's good experience to get.
They went up a good that's the best league too.
So, but I mean, to get ran over the way they did, to me, where everybody, I'm sure, was disliking it and didn't enjoy the game, I loved watching that defense just crumble the offense the way they did. It was just enjoyable to see that, because you don't see that as much anymore. You definitely have more of an offensive game than you do a defensive game in this day and age, and they just had both. Like, you know, I'll say what RJ said: the right team won.
Cleveland Browns 6th.
You're going to take 3 more quarterbacks this year?
You got QB. Okay.
Yeah, they made that a problem last year when they brought in 3 different ones.
I don't care. Shedeur ain't your answer. So Dylan Gabriel, he ain't your answer, and that's my boy. So, but I'll just tell you straight up.
I feel like they need a little
he
bit
ain't
of
your
everything.
answer.
They need a wide receiver 1 is what they really need. They don't have any good wide receivers really, other than like Judy.
But also too, you know, Cleveland's Cleveland.
And
So
Fannin.
I'm not worried about Cleveland at all. I care less what they do. I mean, I really.
I'd say with them it has to be QB or receiver.
Like, I'm not worried about Cleveland at all.
Because running back, they already got Judkins last year, so
Washington 7th.
they probably need a running back.
Yes. So better pray to God that the Titans take Jeremiah Love.
Maybe receiver.
You know, Scary Terry finally got his deal that he wanted, so he can now shut up.
The
And
receiving core isn't terrible, but I feel like they need a young receiver.
Jaden Daniels needs to, you know, yeah, you were injured last year. Give you a pass. You know, are you going to return to not this past year, but the year prior?
Yeah.
You going to return to form when you make it to go to the NFC Championship game? Because nobody saw that coming. I know I didn't, because Washington's been asked for a long time. So let's just call a spade a spade. They haven't been good.
Yeah.
until
Because they need to rename the
So they got-
Redskins again.
when
Phil.
Dan Quinn came out, and those new uniforms are nice.
They are.
Yeah.
Finally.
But I've always
Actually,
liked I
finally-
like their colors and stuff in
That
their
maroon and
uniform.
gold.
And
Nice colors.
especially the old school logo. I don't like the fact that they changed everything up. But no, they look good, and I like watching him as a quarterback, Daniels.
Well, Washington.
He looks really nice. I know not a lot of people
Like you
in the
said,
Cowboys will
if-
say that, but I enjoy watching
if they get
him play.
another receiver, that boy could put up some special numbers.
Yeah,
He can, you know.
I mean, I feel like that's the direction they should definitely go, at least on offense. is
There's a
somebody
decent
in the
amount of
back line.
receivers in this draft, so they could find somebody that they need to complement Terry.
But I mean, they
They
just
do need some corners.
they just need people that'll be able to take the pressure off, obviously, to be able to spread it out a little bit more and give him opportunity to be able to throw
Yep.
at people, because that's literally what he's been missing for sure this past season.
8
And
is New
obviously-
Orleans. I seen Jeremiah Love going there in a lot of mock drafts, like a lot of it. But
Yeah.
I don't think he will now, because
But then
even if he does slide past, they went and
ETN.
got one of the better backs
Mhm.
in the league in ETN.
And honestly, the Devin Neal kid really wasn't too bad. He was all right.
I think New Orleans goes receiver.
And then it depends on what happens with Kamara, because we don't even know what's going on with that either.
Because now, like,
So that's what I feel like would be more receiver.
yes, for sure. And, you know, like, there's only a few good tight ends in this draft. The best one is Kenyon Sadiq, in my opinion. I could see Kenyon going to New Orleans and being a monster, because that dude is that much freak of an athlete.
Yeah.
He ran the
No, I
fastest
know you're
combine
talking
for a
about. I
tight
watched
end.
him play.
He's an Oregon Duck, so let's
Yeah,
just
he is.
throw
I know.
that out there. Dude is a freak of nature. He really was. I mean, he's a freak athlete. He's gonna be a generational tight end, in my opinion. But who knows with which way New Orleans wants to go? But I do think that some type of receiver is going to be needed for them.
Yeah.
Now, Kansas City is 9th. I doubt they go running back. I doubt they go receiver.
It's probably more, yeah, I'd say more
Do
defense.
they need anybody on the offense?
Well, they probably need a corner now because they got rid of all theirs to the
Yeah.
Rams.
It could be corner or safety for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Corner or safety. Now, one of the better safeties is a boy from Ohio State. There's also another safety
Caleb Daniels.
is going to be is up there, and people should be getting a look at is Dylan Thieneman.
Oh, I know.
From Oregon.
Yeah.
Boy was nasty. Okay, he's good, and he white.
And he's white.
You don't see that too often. You don't see that now. Everybody got him projected to go
Good
to
white
Minnesota.
in.
Everybody got him projected to go to Minnesota because Minnesota has a history of white safeties, which is odd, but whatever.
Harrison Smith.
Mm-hmm. Dylan Thieneman could fit in at 18th for Minnesota.
Yeah.
I've seen that projection all day. Like, if you look down all those mock drafts, Thieneman to Minnesota. Like, it ain't even he can go nowhere else.
It's all because they're changing out one whitey for another whitey. The same position.
Pretty much. The Giants picked 10th again
Great.
from Cincinnati. So good on you, I guess.
The Giants pick. Yeah. We already kind of.
Miami. What are you doing?
Wide receiver. They need one.
Yes,
They don't even have one. Tyreek's obviously
Waddle's
gone.
gone.
The only thing one you got is like Malik Washington that I'd probably even say that's like decent. You don't have a wide receiver one. It's time to probably get a big wide receiver again.
So I think, I'm
I got
fairly
A
sure.
chain still, even though I know he wants a contract.
Oh, there's already been people beating down the door.
Trying to get him.
And they're like, nah, we're good.
You know, we're going to pay this guy. So
Well, yeah, because I mean, that's literally what you got there. That's all you got in Miami is A-Chain.
dude, honestly, they might even go tight end. They could go for Sadiq if they really liked him. If he's up there that long, because they don't have a tight end either. The only one they got is Waller, but he's hurt every other week. I don't know why he came back.
What happened to that other boy in Miami?
It was
The white guy? I think, or unless I'm thinking of
is
somebody
that
else.
the Goldrich or something like that, or I forget his name. But I'm saying if you wanted a real tight end, Phil.
There ain't many tight ends in this draft.
Well, I'm
Like,
saying
I
that
mean,
could be an option.
That would be worth a total
But-
damn.
I would think they'd probably go receiver over that.
Cowboys at 12th.
Defense.
Linebacker.
That's got to be.
Linebacker.
Yeah, because they let go of Logan Wilson.
I think they may go for that boy from Texas Tech.
Cornerback.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I cannot remember his name. Brian something.
I forget.
I can't remember his name, but if they would go him from Texas Tech, be a solid good pickup. Dude's good.
Yeah.
I don't know if it'll load in here. Probably
It
not.
takes a second.
Well, there was one Rodriguez, is another linebacker from Texas Tech.
Mhm.
Pretty good.
Whatever they could do to get our defense up.
Bryce, are you talking about Bryce Ramirez?
No,
There's one that they were just saying that. That's what I was looking up. Obviously, Jacob Rodriguez. I see David Bailey.
David Bailey.
Yeah.
Yes, David Bailey. Dude's nasty. Like he's really good at getting to the football. You know, solid tackler. Like led Texas Tech, and him and Rodriguez led Texas Tech in tackles. So good, solid player. Like he's high on a lot of people's boards.
Hmm.
The Rams are another one. Rams draft 13th. That's interesting where they're going to go.
Do you think there's a
But this is from
possibility?
Atlanta.
So do you think there's a possibility they would pull the trigger and get another QB?
Not this year.
You don't think?
I wouldn't draft. I would if I was the
Yeah,
Rams.
they got corners. Not bad. They just signed those corners. But they might go more depth in the secondary because I feel like that was their weakness. Or I don't know. What do you think? Because I mean, they have receivers, they have running backs. Like, I don't know what else they really need.
Corners definitely for sure. I'll say that.
Well, we just got two of them though. But they might go depth wise for another corner or maybe a safety or something.
Because you know, like people get hurt.
Right. You
Lake
want somebody in there. Yeah.
Cardinal Lake's boy is one of their better corners that they have.
Yeah.
And
I forgot they have him.
doing what happened last year with them, you know, with like playing Seattle,
Mm-hmm.
it just like you can't stop nobody.
Well,
Like,
yeah, when
they
you
need
played that team finally, where you were just
Well, they need defensive
Had
line. Like
issues.
they need guys that can get after the quarterback. Because if
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, like the Rams didn't have many sacks last year.
I felt like there were games they struggled. Like there were games they looked really good, but then there were games I'm pretty sure they didn't look like great at getting at the quarterback.
Getting
Yeah.
pushed around, and you
But
and
you still have
can't
Verse.
that.
Verse is good. You might
Jared Best.
you might honestly need another edge rusher or just a D lineman or something.
I would probably go defense if I was the Rams because your
offense
your,
is set,
your offense is fine.
and you have three tight ends that you use that are all good. So like with Parkinson and
Terrence Ferguson could be another good one if they start using him a little bit more, which he had for a rookie. He had a solid year last year.
yeah,
Just he was consistent and he was solid. I'll give him that. I don't know what the situation with Puka is.
Yeah.
You're an idiot. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. But whatever. And it was weird because for how many weeks did Devontae Adams lead the league in touchdowns?
a while.
For a while. And most people forget about
he had a
Devontae
ton.
Adams because he's a little bit on the older
Mm-hmm.
And with some of these other receivers that are starting to get, receiving game are starting to change a little bit. You know what I mean? Because Superstar's been going down fucking left and right. But CeeDee Lamb get fucking hurt. Justin Jefferson don't know who's throwing him the ball.
Mhm.
Poor guy. I feel sorry for him the most out of any receiver on God's green earth.
Now he gets Kyler.
Like I said, I feel sorry for him.
Kyler
And
can't see over the line.
Jamar, you don't know if your Home Alone looking like quarterback is going to be able to
Healthy.
walk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the freaking struggle for some of these guys, especially especially coming from a fantasy standpoint. If you're taking Jamar or whoever else with your first pick, it's like, okay, but I'm looking at your quarterback situation. Who's going to be throwing you the ball? I'm not taking Justin Jefferson.
I know, right?
Because if I got Kyler Murray throwing this dude the ball,
I'm good.
I'll take you dead last.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. I don't care who. I don't care what your name is. Your name ain't the one that's going to be throwing you passes. I mean, it's sad.
Mm-hmm.
It truly is.
I wouldn't be.
Because I know one thing. I'd take J.J. McCarthy over that idiot any day.
Phil's so excited for fantasy. I can see it in his eyes.
Oh, you already know.
He said, I wish it was draft day right now.
I'm ready to draft today. Now.
I
Y'all
can
know
see
me.
it,
I'm
too.
sorry. I can't
He
help
probably
myself.
shows up to the place. He has a pin on his ear, and he's got his books like this, like he's ready for the first day of school.
I got my magazine and my paperwork. It's all I need, and I just show up. But this year for fantasy is going to be interesting with the quarterbacks that have been. There was a lot of displacement in quarterbacks this year.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen with this and what's going to happen with that. Is Mahomes going to start the season?
Do you know who would be a good pickup in fantasy? I feel like
What?
it would be a good pickup in fantasy, even though he already is, even without this guy. But I feel like he's probably going to get the ball even more. Is Bijan, because Tua are going to be throwing them screens like probably a million times, like they did with A-Chain.
Bijan's always going to be a number.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
He first round pick for somebody.
His numbers inflate though because of how many screens that Tua, because that's all Tua does is a slant and a screen.
I don't know if Tua's going to win that job.
He might not, but if he does, I'm just saying like.
And Atlanta might surprise somebody and take a quarterback this year in the draft.
They could. Look what they did with Penix when they signed Kirk to that big deal, and we were like, that's kind of weird that they even put a quarterback.
And I don't give a damn what anybody says. I know Kirk wasn't happy.
No, he couldn't have been.
He's like,
damn, here we go again.
Cool beans, man.
He honestly played
I was
well.
hoping for a receiver, somebody,
yeah,
and I got that asshole. Cole, thank you. That shows that you got all the faith in the world in me. I appreciate it.
Sad thing is, though, he did come in like when Penix got hurt. I thought he played pretty solid.
And Atlanta's one of those
End of the year.
teams, man. Like, where does Atlanta draft?
They have receivers. They just can't stay healthy.
Atlanta doesn't draft in the first round.
Really?
Yep.
It's probably part of.
Because they traded from the Rams. Because they were supposed to draft 13th. The Rams draft
Cowboys
13th.
have two first round picks this year too.
Yes, you draft 20th because of the Packers.
You're right in front of us before we make our first pick.
It scares me too. It does.
But
Why, what
Pittsburgh's
do you
pick.
think? What do you think you guys are going to end up grabbing?
I honestly think offensive line, but if they did go receiver and if there was somebody in particular they really wanted and they're sitting there, I think they should take that person.
Finally play that other quarterback, or you guys? You said Rodgers is still in the air, right?
It is, but like
I think he's coming.
with
I've been saying it, but
I hope to God.
I really think he is.
He probably is. He's just being a douchebag.
Yeah.
Because if it was me personally, you have until tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
to give me an answer. And I've seen speculation he's supposed to come out and give and tell people at the draft he's coming back with one of our picks and whatnot. I don't
He's
care.
not going to do that. I don't think he would anyways. And I don't think the Steelers organization would let that happen.
Well, we have 3 legends that are coming out and saying picks, but he ain't one of them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because he ain't
like,
legend.
Who's the other legends that are going to be there for you guys?
Jerome.
Okay. That's a nice.
I'd say probably me and Joe Green if I had to guess.
It's Jerome, Lynn Swan.
Oh, wait, didn't Joe Green die? Now that I think about it.
To be honest with you, I don't know. I don't think so.
Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody there was.
And I can't remember who the third one was.
I think he is still alive, but why do I think he died?
But the only reason why Dallas kind of scares me being ahead of us is because
No, he's still alive. My bad.
you
There was
don't
somebody
you
that
don't
died
know
that was
what will
close to
happen
that.
because I don't know.
Well, they need to go.
Dallas might go safety first time, and they could go offensive lineman.
I really
If you
feel
take
like
one of
they
the
need-
offensive linemen that I want, we'll be pissed.
You want the dude from Penn State, don't you?
I would like to have that boy from Penn State.
We
I
need a
can't
guard.
say his name, and I'm not even going to try
I know.
because I will butcher the shit out of it. He's big boy,
Yeah.
71. It's also too. I want him because of what I've seen of him.
Yeah.
Like I've seen how he acts and how he is. Like he's Samoan as well, which
He's already strong.
nine times out of
Does.
10 they come from a good family and they're raised right.
Mhm.
You don't see no Samoan really having problems or causing problems. And
Except for Manti Te'o. No, I'm
Well,
just kidding. He's a good dude.
there's
Catfish.
also a
You got
clip.
Catfish, though. I'm just kidding.
There's a clip of them when they got their ass beat at Ohio State. I sent you that clip. There was a dude that was struggling to get some equipment up a ramp, and he noticed it. He jumped over the wall, and it was an Ohio State guy. You just got your ass handed to you by these people. He took that cart from him and pushed it up the hill for him.
I respect that.
That's the kind of stuff that I want on my football team.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't see a lot of guys
and
like
plus,
that
dude,
anymore.
like this boy's huge. Like I'm telling you, like he is a large, tall human being. He's also got a nasty streak on the field. I've seen some of that. Like he don't want his opponent getting back up. Like the dude that he has to deal with, he keeps him on the ground no matter what. That's the kind of stuff that I feel that Pittsburgh needs for offensive line wise. Okay.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't mind taking him.
The way you talking him up and makes me feel like, damn, we should take his ass.
Well,
they have a problem of people getting by still, so they could use that, but really they need some corners in the pass rusher too. You know what I'm saying?
And there's a
kind of forgot.
when there's a plethora
Probably
of
do need an edge
offensive
rusher
linemen
too.
in this draft that are worthy.
Wait, say that
Yeah.
again. I'm sorry.
Like there's a plethora of offensive linemen in this draft that are worthy of being taken.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Isn't there the Bama guy too? Is it Proctor?
Caden Proctor,
Yeah, he's good.
animal,
Yeah.
massive human being.
I just, as much as I know we do need some on the offensive line, I just really want them to focus back on the defense because I feel like we have a strong enough offense to make a run. We just don't know how to stop a damn team from doing anything. And I do wish he would learn how to get over that hump of going across the whole damn field and only kicking damn feet. We end up having to kick field goals too.
You know, when you got the best field goal kicker in the league, it happens.
Aubrey.
Nah. We need him to get them 6 points plus one. I need him to kick the extra point, not give us.
As
the
long
three.
as Brandon Aubrey's getting me 20, 25 points in fantasy, I don't care what y'all
Yeah, I
do.
know that's exactly
I don't
why,
care what
but
y'all do.
Nah, but that's what we need though. That's really what they need.
What about
For
Eddie
real.
Pinheiro?
Nice.
I'm getting Eddie Pinheiro.
You're stupid.
I am. I had him last year for a few weeks. At the end of the year, someone dropped him because he had an injury. He was my kicker.
Baltimore picks
He was
14.
good. Plays for the Niners.
Baltimore 14.
They
I don't care what they do.
Receiver.
I just feel like they just completely
They
fall.
might need They might need a center. They lost Tyler Linderbaum.
Well, that was another thing is they possibly could go center.
Because Linderbaum went to the Raiders.
Yes, he did. And it's
Great
like,
pickup, by the way, from them.
but I also don't know I don't know much about
If they
this.
have somebody that could fill it already.
Why I don't know much about this coach and what his philosophy is and what he
Oh.
wants to do. He was in Baltimore for a while.
Was that Mentor? Is that who
Yes,
it is?
Jesse
Minter.
Minter. He came from
So
the
defensive
Chargers.
guy, obviously we know.
So, but
He
I
probably goes defense. He's a defensive guy.
but I don't know what his philosophy is going to be. So,
Yeah.
and plus two, I could care less what the Ravens do.
I mean, honestly, they need some people for sure, in my opinion, on the offensive line because it just seemed like all he was doing was running around, couldn't get anybody to open up and give him enough time to be able to do anything.
What I say.
Best center in the league.
Nah, Zach Frazier.
Bay Buccaneers 15. That's another interesting one.
Receiver.
I seen Sadiq going to them.
They need
A lot of
even with what's his name?
a lot of mock.
Re-signing.
Who? Kate Otten.
Yeah, they brought him back.
Ain't nobody give a damn about him.
He's good though. He is a good tight end.
I'm not saying he's bad, but he ain't no freak. I
Yeah.
can promise you that.
But would you go?
If you watch Sadiq's highlights, you're gonna see a freak. And I'm not from Oregon. I'm telling you, the dude's a freak of nature.
But
When
would
you run a 4.3 as a tight end, I don't need to say anything else.
Would you go like another big body receiver though? Since they lost
Not seeing Mike Evans
saying
out there is gonna
Chris
be
Godwin,
bad.
usually hurt.
Yeah.
Obviously, Mike Evans is gone.
which is gonna
You
be
have
so odd.
Ibuka, who's the second year, and then you have Little, Tez Johnson, and McMillan, who are like smaller guys.
He turns into your number one.
I personally think they should go for a bigger receiver
I also
because
don't.
I don't feel like they have a lot of size in that room now.
Well, I hate looking at the guys that need receiver because I'm being biased and selfish. I don't want them to trade up and then screw us over because if Pittsburgh doesn't get a good receiver, I'm gonna be pissed. But I think we're going to take offensive linemen first.
I will say this: they might even go O-line though too, because their O-line was, I thought, kind of bad last year.
Oh, Baker's getting murdered.
So that might be
poor
it
boy
too.
running for his life.
Yeah,
You had a
I'd say
very horrible
it
year
might
last
be
year.
more. It might be more O-line.
The Jets drafted 16th from the Colts. Well, whatever. Anybody care about them?
I do. I've been a diehard Jet fan my whole life.
Detroit Lions 17th. What are you doing?
So they have Jameer. Didn't they sign another running back too? After they got rid of David Montgomery? Or is it just him?
I can't remember. If it was, it wasn't, special, I guess. You got St. Brown, your tight end fell off God's green creation for no reason.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Lions.
I think they go defense.
RB room.
Me personally.
Yeah, I don't think they really have
I don't
anyone
think-
else.
And there's not many backs in this
Yeah.
draft that are like, oh, damn, I got to have that guy.
Yeah, I'd probably have to say they're probably going to go more defense for sure because that's obviously where they need. Then they lose Anzalone too,
Yes.
so they probably.
So they may go linebacker.
Yeah, because I don't think their front was bad.
Aiden
I don't know.
Hutchinson can't do it all.
Maybe it was. Yeah,
Well, they need corners too.
yeah.
So I mean,
Other than they have Brian Branch,
I do
which
think
he's
that
actually pretty good.
yeah,
He's good.
I do think that they'll go defensive side.
Yeah,
Minnesota, I think they're taking Dylan Thieneman at safety because it's needed for them. Because
Yeah, 'cause
offensive
really,
wise,
you're pretty much
offensive
set.
wise, you're
they
solid.
need a line though. They need a couple guys on
Except for
line.
your quarterback is going to be horrible. So I'm
What if
sorry.
they draft QB? That'd be crazy.
I mean, they might.
They could
They might.
make it a competition.
Carolina Panthers at 19.
So you got Bryce is there. Who are the running backs since Rico left? He just has. It's just is Hubbard still there?
As far as I know, that's it.
I mean, they might go running back.
I think they go
Maybe.
offense. Just for the simple fact is that
They
they did
Coker at wide receiver.
they did decent on defense last year towards the end.
Yeah, their defense really isn't bad. Your receivers are Coker, Ted McMillan. They have the other kid too. Is Xavier Leggett still there? So,
Yeah,
I don't know if they would go
they-
receiver.
They drafted him.
Dude, honestly, they could be someone maybe looking into a tight end because their tight end's like what, that Sanders kid, but I don't feel like he's Jatavian Sanders or whatever.
I'll
That could be that too. That or running
I'll say it
back.
again. Whoever gets Kenyon Sadiq is going to be extremely happy with what they get at tight end.
Well, and that would help Bryce out.
And technically, if you would look at him, you wouldn't think tight end because tight end, big, wide guys. No, he reminds me of a smaller version of Terrell Owens. Like his arms are jacked. He's a little bit on the he's not real short, but he's not like Travis Kelce height or anything like that. Like he's not crazy in height. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But I'm telling you, whoever gets him is going to get a generational talent for that kid.
Yeah.
And for that position. And Dallas 20th again.
They might go all defense.
I think it should be defense, really.
I kind of feel like they should.
I do too. Linebacker, and then you go corner. The defensive side on this draft is a little bit more on the heavy side, so you could get, find somebody else that you like.
Somebody in the secondary.
You could even find a defensive end because David Bailey is technically a little bit of both. He puts his hand in the dirt. He can also play linebacker. So you could go either or, and he doesn't have to go very far because he's just in Lubbock. So, I mean, I don't think it would be too bad for him to stay in the state of Texas. So wouldn't be too bad for them to go defense on both picks.
Yeah.
But, Jerry Jones is also an idiot.
No, that's why I'm always curious to see what the damn guy always does, man. Fucking bum.
He's the great white hope.
Great white dope. And us at 21, offensive lineman. Don't care who it is. Because because I know Pittsburgh will do their homework.
Yeah.
Either you're going
I'm all for a lineman. But I do think if there's someone there and they really want, I wouldn't be against another receiver. If that were to happen.
And they hosted a lot of good linemen. Like that boy from Penn State, they did host him.
I saw a list.
There's another lineman. His name slipped my mind. He's from Utah. He's another good one. He's in the top 5 of offensive linemen. And there's a couple others like Isaiah World from Oregon. Would be another good one. I mean, there's a lot of good linemen to choose from that would be a good fit with what we're trying to do here.
Right. Oh yeah.
And then we don't know what Robert Jones is going to do, which I don't care. You could actually keep Jacob. You could keep Fatanu at his natural position. You don't have to change nothing.
Well, they still have Dylan Cook too, and he actually played solid. Like whenever he was out, I mean, he got killed when they played against Houston, but it's Houston's defense, dude, and he's not seen that many snaps starting
in a long time.
Yeah,
and then we could go another offensive lineman later. Like that.
Could.
Well, like that Mason McCormick. When we take him 6th round from freaking North Dakota State.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Few games in, dude's your starter. So I mean, it's just it's stuff like that. Like you can find your diamonds in the rough for your offensive linemen, but those first few 10, 15 guys that are the linemen that people know, like they're solid guys. You could take a shot on one of them, but also too, I like our where we sit because we got 12 picks in this draft. We have the most out of anybody in the NFL.
You could literally get rid of a couple of those to move up,
trade up or down.
Because you already know
a receiver that you like.
Half of those picks aren't probably going to amount to anything. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. But
if there's a receiver that you like,
then move up,
trade up with somebody. Somebody could want because I think we have.
They have 2 second-round picks.
We have 2 second-round picks, which is pretty good.
Pretty good.
We have 3, I think, in the 3rd.
I think it's something like that. It's something like that.
And then 2 in the 4th or something like. I mean, we got picks in the early rounds. It's not like we got 3 6-rounders or whatever. Even though some people do that to take depth, but we've got trade pieces for people. I would be looking at somebody that doesn't have a 2nd-round pick, maybe. A team like, hey man, I got you. You need somebody? Let's make a deal here.
Well, I've seen that rumor been floated around.
I would. You got draft capital.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Yep.
use it. Okay? You 12 pin. You're not gonna hit on every single one of them.
Yeah.
Okay? So use them. Let people know that, I got a couple picks for sale. Hit me up. Whatever. Make stuff happen in this draft. McCarthy, if you want to start winning people over and blowing people away, not Thursday, because if you trade the first round pick, you're an idiot. You're on Friday and Saturday, you can make some splashes and make a lot of people happy here, and be like, hey, I would sit back and be like, all right, man, McCarthy ain't fucking playing around. Especially because the offseason we had, I give us an A+ for the additions that we added and the positions and the players total that we added. I give us an A+ for that.
No, I agree. This was one off season that blew me away. Finally,
was not playing around.
Aren't getting old guys either.
So now you've piqued my interest to Thursday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Because
I'm like, okay, what you gonna do now, Omar?
I'll be there on Thursday, Phil. I'll be there.
Good for you. Couldn't pay me enough to be there.
Hey, I'm not driving in downtown. I'm taking an Uber, bud. But I'm just going on Thursday. Everything starts at 12. It's like the whole fan experience, dude. I've looked at everything. There's free autograph signings from Steeler legends and everything.
They've got closed down schools and roads and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. That's why I'm not driving downtown. I'd rather pay an Uber $40 or $50 to take me there instead of trying to find somewhere to park.
Yeah.
Because they're going to have everything shut down, and the limited parking they probably have is going to be $60-$70, maybe even more.
Number 22, the Chargers.
O-line.
Yeah. Get my boy some help.
Maybe.
Please help him.
I think they will if they take another receiver, it'll be in a following round. I think they really need to go O-line.
Help.
As a guy who had Justin Herbert in fantasy, it was hard to watch at some point.
It's hard to watch for me because I'm a fan.
I like Herbert
hard.
too.
It is so hard for me to watch that because the dude deserves
better.
He definitely deserves better. That's for damn sure.
Why don't Pittsburgh just trade for him?
I wish. I'd buy. That'd be the first jersey.
Harbaugh won't let him go though. Harbaugh loves him.
You would be stupid.
Harbaugh literally loves him.
He's a good kid.
Yeah. He's
a solid foundational piece to your organization.
The only thing bad he ever did was go to Oregon, though.
Yeah, whatever. I know I bang that Sadiq drum, but I seen mock drafts of him going there.
I've watched him play.
Because
I know he's
crazy.
He's like Brock Bowers when he was in Georgia.
Well,
you already knew he was going to be good.
Chargers really don't have a tight end.
Yeah.
I don't.
Gadsden.
Okay. I don't know what he's going to do.
See, I feel like he's good. It was just he didn't have time to get the ball to him because dude's getting rocked every 5 seconds.
Running for his life.
Gadsden, I think, is honestly a legit tight end. I just think no one had a shot in that offense to do anything
because they got their running backs
picking himself up off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds.
They got their backs. Your receivers are iffy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you
got good pieces. It's just you need an alpha.
What's the dude's name?
Quentin Johnston.
Yes.
And Keenan Allen and Ladd McConkey. Which Ladd's really good in the slot.
Yes.
That's what he is.
But
you need a number one.
Johnston, you were too inconsistent, bro. You were there for a few games, then you dropped off planet Earth. Mm-hmm. And it's Justin can't do everything and the running backs can't do everything because what's his name got hurt a few games in?
Oh, Marion Hampton. Yeah,
he done
was for 7 or 8 games, I think.
And then Najee Harris didn't even.
No, he blew his Achilles out.
Yeah. First time the dude's had an injury his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
And it's seriously, man? And then you blow your eye out in the firework? Like you like you can't catch a break there in Los Angeles, can you? But whatever. You know, the Chargers could be another one that could be a very sneaky team in there. Because, you know, another Harbaugh ain't going to stay down for too long.
No.
Yeah. Jim ain't going to let that happen. Philadelphia Eagles at 23.
Who cares? Let's move on. Next team.
Philadelphia got pieces in place.
I don't
again.
know, honestly. Like, unless maybe
I feel like
Goddard's getting older, maybe you get a tight end. I don't know. Like,
But also,
maybe another wide receiver.
what are you going to do with A.J. Brown?
That's what I'm meaning too. Like, what's happening with that?
What's going to happen?
You think they'll trade him at the draft or something?
That's how they got him.
Really?
Yeah, remember?
Well, it is true.
That's how they got him.
I guess it could be the past repeating itself again.
That's how they got him. So, I mean,
Do you think they're?
but no one's going to want to take on that contract.
Yeah.
They'd be stupid.
Do you think they'd go O-line? Do you feel like their offensive line kind of sucked?
It's possible.
I feel like it's somewhat kind of did.
Oh, yeah, it definitely did.
It felt like more like inside.
Yeah, because you got Saquon Barkley trying to go inside, and he's he's not that guy.
Yeah.
You know, I need you going outside, bro. Like, I need you doing this. Like, I don't know what their problem was last year.
I really
because-
feel like they
because the
just told
defense
them
was
to take-
good.
I really believe they just told him, you know what, you guys, been doing amazing. You want to win again, you need to sit down this year. But how does that happen? How do they go from being as phenomenal as they were to looking like
offensive
The
coordinator was
offensive
gone.
coordinator is different.
He got a head coaching job
Yeah.
because if Kellen Moore was still there,
It would have been a lot.
there
better.
wouldn't have been no drop off.
There
That's
definitely
why.
wouldn't have been.
Because also
Yeah,
too,
forget about that.
well, but there's also a lot of guys that
Play calling just.
they don't know what
it
to
was
do with
trash,
players like
dude.
that.
Yeah.
Because Philadelphia,
Some guys don't. Yeah, they don't.
Philadelphia is stacked.
They don't play
Oh,
the guys.
They're stacked everywhere, and it's like, you know, I also hate when coaches say, "Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with him."
Do you realize?
What do you mean you know what you're going to do with him?
That's
Why are
what
you
we go
coaching?
through. We've been going through for years.
I mean, it's like trying to find, you know, there was one coach that was like, I can't remember who it was, because they were asking like what they're going to do with certain players, and it's like, you know, well, we need to find a place for them. What do you mean you need to find a place for them? Get them on the field. Doesn't matter. You're supposed to be an offensive coordinator. Come up with packages. Get them in the game. You know, that's the same thing that burned my ass with Pittsburgh. How you didn't get Darnell Washington involved in the game plan at all is beyond me. But Arthur Smith was an idiot. You know, it's how do you not get for Philadelphia? How do you not get Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and you know you added another running back.
It's actually not a bad running back in Tank Bigsby.
Yeah, you added Tank Bigsby, and you got Saquon Barkley as your starter. How you not get these guys on the field? Like, what do you mean you don't know what to do with them?
He barely played too.
He did,
He'd get like a snap or two a game.
but also too, like they were getting stopped in the backfield like there was no tomorrow. Like I don't understand what they were doing with that. Like that line was horrible. It was like you had no idea what was going on out there. And a lot of people want to blame Jalen Hurts, which, you know, all quarterbacks get to blame for everything. That's just how it's been going since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
You know, but and A.J. Brown's sitting there bitching, and it's like, bro, you're being part of the problem.
Making things worse, not helping fixing it up.
But also, too, he was saying, you know, get me the ball, and I understand that part. You know, yeah, you are one of the better receivers on that team. You actually are probably the best receiver on that team.
But he has to be able to find the openings to be able to give it to him. And the way that they were playing
Scheme-wise, it wasn't fit.
No, everything that they were doing was not hitting right. I mean, Saquon should not be where he was at all. It's just like they really did just take a year off.
I don't even know if bro had 10 touchdowns last year.
It was bad. Rushing
Trust me,
was
I
bad.
know.
Dude, I
I had him in fantasy. I had him and Derrick Henry. Ask me how that went. Don't.
Oh, I already know how it went. They had
It was bad.
The two top guys that should have been running all over the place.
Oh
was
my
not
God.
running. Was not
Because
running.
the year before,
Oh,
I had him, bro, carried my team.
well, yeah,
If I had the team that I had this past year, last year,
yeah,
I'd have won the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Because I'd have had Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley at the same time when they were both going ape shit.
Yeah.
You couldn't have stopped me.
I mean, to me,
I mean, seriously, you know.
to me, you knew something was up when they ran back to back touch plays. You could just see that, like, obviously they made it happen. Did they get the first down? Yes, but can you not tell that was desperate moves?
Oh, it was. I mean, because I also think that offensive Petula, whatever the fuck his name was, dude. Just know how you became an offensive coordinator and who the hell thought you could be an offensive coordinator was beyond me. Sirianni, that's one strike against you, bro.
I mean, that talent should have made you look good. As shitty as you are, they should have been able to make you look like the best offensive coordinator because of the talent that he has. I mean,
bro been to 2 Super Bowls in 5 years. I'll give you that. It's pretty good, you know, for being what you are and who you got.
But not everyone fits the scheme of each individual team. That's why too. You know, I mean, depending on how a lot of the plays go and how a lot of the standards are and stuff like that, not everybody fits the piece of the puzzle.
Finding that replacement for Kellen Moore was going to be hard. Just for the simple fact is that his offense was catered to all the players that were there.
Yeah, but he was
phenomenal. He understood what was needed. Your focal point is Saquon Barkley.
But
period.
But the thing is, though, is he has a vision. I loved him when he was in Dallas. I miss him.
He's a good offensive coordinator.
I miss him. That's why I'm curious to really see what he ends up doing as a head coach.
In New Orleans, yes. And New Orleans has a track record of offense.
Yeah.
Like we all know that. Like, you know, certain places have a track record of offense. New Orleans is one of them. I mean, Sean Payton, when he had Drew Brees, they was putting up 35, 40 points on, you know, a game on people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So with him coming there and with the people that he has in place, I just wish that he would have some of the players like Sean Payton had. You know, like have a young Alvin Kamara.
But how long do you think they're going to keep him in that position before they kick him out? Because
Michael Thomas, when he was worth a shit.
How long do you think he'll stay in his position before they kick him out? Because I feel like a lot of Kellen Moore. Because I feel like a lot of NFL teams in this day and age have a tendency to have people for a year, 2 years, and then they're just kicking them out. Like
that also just depends.
It feels like there's no development allowed, no adjustment allowed. Like you have to either be that person or
last year towards the end, New Orleans did get you started to see a little bit more of improvement.
Yeah.
Especially from game to game. Okay. So, you know, it's all about finding yourself and finding your rhythm as a head coach because he's new. He's never had all the pressure here on his shoulders. He's always been an OC and it's like, you know, whatever. Nobody cares about that. But now everybody cares because it's on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So he's still in that learning process, which, you know, okay, that's fine. You know, but I think Kellen Moore will do just fine. I think he'll be okay.
Great, to be honest with you. I do wish the best for him.
I'll definitely watch New Orleans, you know, games, especially when they play Atlanta, because that's always a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, just for him, I hope he continues to do well.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, getting ETN was a huge one for him. Like that was a massive fucking win for him as a head coach. Massive win. Okay. So that tells me that you are heading in the right direction and you know where you want to be. You want to be headed in the right direction and you're going to take what it takes to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just try to take the easy way, stuff like that. But getting a guy like ETN and who you're going to draft this year is going to show where you're going to want to be in the end. It's just Shuck is going to be the person that you're going to have get you there. You're going to have to develop him a little bit better than most. But also, too, Kellen Moore is a quarterback. So he kind of
understands.
He understands what it takes. And also, too,
offense.
Shuck and him kind of, like they, kind of remind each other of themselves.
I mean, he has every time I watched him and what he does, he has a different vision. He plays very differently than any of the other quarterbacks. He takes different kind of risks and somehow manages to be successful in those risks that he takes with the team. It's just, he really does know how to put the people in the right positions and somehow give them the energy or to be able to execute it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I really will always talk him up.
And Shuck's been through it. So that's another thing. Like, he played for 3 freaking schools in college in 4 years. Okay. So,
Wow. Think about
playing at Texas Tech, I think helped him out a lot with the run and shoot that they play.
Oh, yeah,
and playing the talent. And also, too, his last year, he played in Louisville, which another, good offense to play in for him. So, but his Texas Tech years dude was throwing the ball everywhere. So that right there tells me that, and Shuck can make all the throws like he can. He's also, too, he's still learning because you've seen like last year throughout the last few 6-7 games, you've seen his development go. Like he's making faster reads. He's, throwing the ball a little bit, with more touch on certain times than he needs to. And the only thing is he needs to fucking quit taking sacks. Because that was another thing that they need. I think they need offensive line. I think that needs to help them badly. A lot. Cleveland Browns, nobody cares. Chicago Bears.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Receiver. They lost DJ Moore. They need another one.
The Bears.
I feel like they need another receiver now. They already got running backs.
Yeah.
I mean, defense, I guess maybe a safety since Brisker's gone. Since Pittsburgh has him.
And what are you going to do with Ndunze? Where you been, man? Because everybody's really high on him, man. Going to Chicago and all that and whatnot. DJ Moore's gone. He's actually with the next team we're going to talk about here in a second. But Chicago, I think Chicago needs go a little bit on defense as well. Because some of the pieces that they lost, like you said, Brisker, they also lost Tremaine Edmonds.
They did.
They lost him. They lost a couple linebackers. So I mean, they could go defense. I don't know what Ben Johnson's going to want to do. So even though he is an offensive guy. I mean, Williams, they did. Chicago surprised me last year. They really did with the way, with how they were winning games. Granted, yeah, it took you the last 9 minutes to actually start winning fucking games, but, it is what it is. But you can't live on the edge like that all the time. You need to find an identity of what you want to do to put teams away when you can. Not just when you actually, have to with like 2 minutes to go in the game,
under the pressure to
when the game should have been over a long time ago.
Yeah.
With that minute 50, your quarterback should be taking a knee. Okay. Not, scrambling for his life to try to get in the end zone. Like the cardiac bears just ain't gonna work all the time. They did that 5 times last year. Can't do that.
Yeah.
That's especially in y'all's division. I mean, Minnesota, I don't know what the hell they're doing. Green Bay, never easy. Detroit, not easy. That's it.
That's it.
Minnesota, fuck. Who knows, man? Sad. Truly is. Buffalo Bills. You need help.
Defense.
A lot of it.
On the defense.
They need help all the way around, to be honest
At least
with you.
they got DJ Moore. They probably
Okay.
do. They probably do need a receiver.
Who else?
Shakir. If they could get another bigger receiver.
Coleman,
He
No.
sucks, yeah.
your ass. Don't
He's
even know why
terrible.
anybody even bothered. But they need
But
defense.
defense is bad.
Defense can't stop nobody, and they lost people.
They probably need a defensive line. They were getting ran all over.
You got two, and that's what's sad. Like, I can't really name too many good people on their defense, but on a team as a whole, James Cook and Josh Allen, your list stops there. I mean,
Their tight ends are good. Knox and
I'm
Kincaid.
excited. I've been
They do have
excited to
good
watch
tight ends.
Josh Allen
they're
throw.
consistent,
Yeah.
but it's like they ain't taking over no games.
Well, yeah, but
Like Josh Allen and James Cook, like they got to put on the Superman capes all day, every day, all week, because you're inept to draft and go out and get people. You know what I mean? Like, fuck you doing? Seriously.
yeah.
And
No,
now,
he definitely needs help. Josh does.
well, and Joe Brady is now your head coach,
Yeah. So what's going to happen with all that?
offense,
Yeah.
because that's all
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
Brady knows.
Right.
I'm not saying he doesn't know anything about defense, but I mean that's Joe Brady's MO is offense.
Yeah.
So where are you going? You
I'd
gonna
say
go
he's
receiver?
probably going to add to it.
You're gonna
Since
have
there's
to get another
offensive side of the
receiver.
ball.
You have to. And it's like, other than DJ Moore, did y'all even try to go after anybody? I mean, there was people out there available. There was people that went and got people like they was grocery shopping. The Titans spent the most money like it was candy. They spent over $136 million on people. You got DJ Moore. Damn. Let me roll out the red carpet. You did nothing to help yourself. And Buffalo's one of those ones that's, I'm telling you, that Super Bowl hump is right there. They just can't do it.
Well, they better get a little bit of a defense, even if they want to do it, because that defense is awful.
Willie would probably kill me. Is Josh Allen
What, the one they get him over?
is he going to be that guy?
He can't be that guy.
But are you also going to be the person that, I'll never say that Allen holds him back, but it also makes you feel sorry for the guy.
No, I really.
Is it you
Or is it the
or
team?
is it Buffalo?
Buffalo?
Okay.
The curse of
Buffalo.
Buffalo?
Because as the way that he throws and the way that he plays, he's on my top list of amazing quarterbacks right now that
But
I love to watch
could Allen go anywhere
anywhere.
in the NFL?
You come to
Anywhere.
Pittsburgh if he wants.
Anywhere. He could I believe he could go to any team and make any team
I'll
look
take
good.
him.
He could go to the Browns and make them look better than what they are.
I don't know about all
I'm
that
telling
now.
you.
I don't know about all that now.
Call me crazy,
I'll
but
take
that's
it.
how much faith I have in him. That's how good I believe he really is.
There's just certain offenses that cater that cater that style.
Yeah.
But there are places that I think he would just do good, but he would just be good.
No, he would be phenomenal.
If he went to the Niners.
Oh, the
be
Niners
over.
would
It'd be over.
He actually
The
might-
Niners would have already won a Super Bowl with Josh Allen.
They'd be contenders every year
Yeah.
for the rest till the end of his career.
With Josh Allen, they would be.
But it's how
he would already have a Super Bowl.
But obviously it's also the way the team is, the way the team's formatted and how they play and their playbooks and all that. He would succeed.
I still just don't think if he went to Cleveland, because you got to put you got to help him help. You got to help me help you.
Yeah, but I mean, but look what he's doing and he is with the Bills.
But also too, it's like, people start to get a little because look, I didn't think Sean McDermott was going anywhere. And then Buffalo said, "Hey, there's the door. Use it."
Yeah,
That
kind of did shock me
Boy.
when they let him go.
of what? So what are you trying to do here with you firing McDermott? What are you trying to do? Because what kind of message does that send to the rest of your team? As if you get rid of McDermott, all the shit that he has done and endured, especially when that few years ago, whenever that DeMar happened. You couldn't have had a better coach handle that with class than Sean McDermott.
Yeah,
Couldn't have asked for a better person. So when they got rid of him, that also kind of tells me, and I'm not saying don't even do it, that they would get rid of Josh Allen. But also too, after a few more years, man, you're gonna start wondering,
yeah, but
when's the next move?
Yeah,
because he ain't getting younger.
But that's the whole thing that I was talking about earlier, about how the teams have a tendency to get rid of these coaches fast, to get rid of all these players fast without even allowing them to do the things. Why would you take away somebody that's given you a winning team? Why would you downplay and take a risk?
But why would you also get rid of the coach that was making you win?
But that's my point. I'm saying, why would you take a risk? You know what I mean? And I'd be like, if for Steelers, in my opinion, they need to take that risk at this point. They need to find their next guy, basically. Obviously, they're not seeing the potential in him, and I believe that that's the reason why they're not taking the risk.
And this is the part too, where I think media portrays Mike Tomlin as this great coach, but even the Bills let go of McDermott because they felt like he wasn't getting them over the hump. Mike Tomlin got 10 years to do something. He did nothing.
Yeah, but
That's
at least,
the problem.
but the thing is you have
Pittsburgh
to be able
was
to
too
take,
loyal to a fault. If he would have coached anywhere else, and I say it, I think he would have been fired. Because the media portrays him as this great
but
coach.
at what point
He's a
would
good
you,
coach, but I don't think he's a great coach.
But at
I'll say
what
it.
point would you have let him go? How long would you?
Probably 10 years ago.
See,
I'm being dead honest with you.
See,
my honest opinion.
But then also too, like, and I understand what he's saying, but also too, like, some teams, it's always certain teams with the hirings and firings, bro. It's like, when does it stop and when do you actually get something right? Like Cleveland.
No, I agree. But Mike had been there from a Steelers standpoint. He had been there about 10 years.
We've
even
also
10 years ago. So,
Steelers
like,
have also
see what
been the
I'm saying?
franchise. They've had 5 head coaches since
Right.
the inception
They're
of the
loyal
fucking
to a
team.
fault. So
Cleveland's had 5 head
That's what it
coaches in 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you can't be doing that.
the
I don't agree
Raiders,
with that at all.
Teams, yeah, you can take that risk of firing somebody, but you also better be ready for the repercussions that happen with it. Because the Bills with Joe Brady, I'm not saying they will.
Mm-hmm.
They could fall flat on their face and
They
never make it to the fucking
Right.
and never make it to the playoffs.
And
I don't
they-
care who you got, Josh Allen or anybody. You could have Lamar Jackson, you could have Joe Montana. I don't care.
But look at how far he gets the team and not having shit. That's the reason why I say, and I don't want to put the pressure on that, because obviously he's been, especially this past year, he's feeling that pressure.
Josh Allen wants that pressure.
But the
He likes
thing,
it. Well,
why do you
he's-
think I like him? Why do you think I'm such a fan of
He
him?
likes it.
I'm telling you, when I watch him, I think of Aaron Rodgers. I think of Peyton Manning. I think of the arms that just throw, and they just have a certain way of hitting their receivers that just looked like a work of art to me. I don't know. It's just something that I see in certain players, and I truly believe he can carry a team, but he can only do so much. At the end of the day, you got to be able to provide him, and they've taken everything away from him. And I mean, look at how far he got last year with what he had. You know what I'm saying? He has the capability of getting you there, but you have to give him the support to be able to get him over that hump. And they took that away from him. They didn't allow him to do it. Because, I mean, how deep is he into the league? What, 3-4 years?
Oh, it's longer than that.
Is it longer than that?
Yeah, it's
Josh
like,
Allen?
yeah.
That's probably like 2018 he came in or something.
Oh, is that when he came
Yeah.
in? Okay.
He's going on 10 years now.
He ain't getting much older. He ain't getting much younger.
He's probably
No,
probably got another
he
5
needs it
years.
now.
He's probably got like a 3 to 4 year window where
He's not
he's like
gonna get it.
amazing.
He needs to leave then. And how tied is he into the Bills?
He loves Buffalo.
Very.
Yeah.
He loves
So
Buffalo.
He
he's
wants to
going to
win
end with Buffalo, basically.
Probably.
That loyalty to a fault,
He wants to win a Super Bowl so bad.
that loyalty to a fault will fuck you.
Yeah.
But also, too, I give him credit for doing it because I hate the ring chasers. I hate the people that want to go like, oh, I want to go to Kansas City because they're going to be in all the Super Bowls. No.
Yeah, but then you throw him right into the 49ers and say how amazing they would be. Which they would.
But also, too, the
Yeah.
Niners
But they
haven't
actually
been.
haven't won a Super
The
Bowl.
Niners
They
haven't
did.
been chasing. I mean, they've been chasing after Super Bowls, but they haven't,
Won.
because they haven't.
Their last 3
They're
they
missing
lost.
it.
Got it.
Technically, so
And I think Brock Purdy's who's been holding them back for that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I kind of think.
But-
Well, how do you think I feel
I
about
think
Dak
Purdy's
Prescott?
good,
How
but
do you
I
think
just-
I feel about
I'm
Dak
just saying-
Prescott? I really 100% believe Dak Prescott
If-
is holding the Cowboys back. Obviously, with
Your owner's fucking who's holding you back
Well, yeah, because
Sorry.
he continued
because he's an idiot.
He extended his contract. Like, I hate to say it, and I like him. He does good, but
Yeah.
again, you're not getting over to that 6-point frame.
Decent, good quarterbacks don't grow on trees, and that's what, and that's his whole philosophy. But also, too, Jones is going to be owning that team for a while, so
Yeah,
the stupidity ain't going to get much better
no,
because
it's not. That's
his son's going to be taking over when he either retires, steps away, or dies.
but is he going to be making the exact stupid, ignorant decisions?
Yes. Apple don't fall far from the tree.
That's
He's
just
a
really
fucking
what-
idiot.
That's just really what it comes down to.
That man does not know. He's lucky to be able to spell football. Okay. When you hear him talk about football, it's like
He spells football with a U.
it's fucking hard to listen to because
Yeah.
that whole Micah Parsons fucking fiasco was just hard to watch and listen to.
No,
It was hard.
that whole us losing Micah Parsons was like, I can understand where they come from, especially because you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Dak Prescott, and then you have Micah Parsons. You have 3 top dogs. Well, not that I would really put Dak there, in my opinion.
It was like putting a fucking Ferrari engine in a jalopy. Okay.
It's just
It ain't gonna work.
He's not gonna. It's just not gonna happen. And unfortunately, the players themselves know what their worth is and will take advantage of that worth. That's another thing that I feel like in general is wrong with the whole system about money. Is that it's no longer about the game, it's about the money.
Oh, it has been for a while now.
Especially in this newer age that we're watching football.
Because everybody's padding for the door.
But don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, like
Because
I don't want.
because everybody's always one injury away from never playing again or
Yeah.
being broke.
No,
So, which I mean, I understand at that point that you want to put money in the walls for whatever the rainy day fund needs to be taken care of.
yeah,
But also too, it's to a point like you guys are professional fucking players. Like it's like whenever they say they want you to tank to win, to win
So
the
when
draft.
on the
no, you don't.
That
do
ain't winning.
You don't do that.
Herm Edwards, you play to win the game.
I
Okay.
mean, that's how it was.
I could never walk into a locker room and tell, hey boys,
we're losing today.
we're losing today. I need you to throw 3 picks. I need you to drop 2 touchdowns.
That's like, so I'm gonna go a little bit off topic, but it'll be on par with it. So that's like I play this game, right?
Good.
I go ahead and I play a game, but to me, it's the mentality of the younger generation, right? So I go ahead and I play a game. I'm sitting there, we're playing. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I'll say something. They think it's me crying or upset, complaining about the game, but it's me really trying to tell them, hey, let's do this so we can go ahead and win the game. And they'll say, well, it's just a classic game. I'm sorry, I'm competitive. I don't like to lose. I don't care if it's just a regular home game. Like, I want to win the game. So the mentality is soft. So it's, at the end of the day, it's not about whether or not, you know, you come and you play for the NFL and you put your heart in, you put everything in. Because the type of player that you like is one that's going to give its all. That's going to be dedicated. That's going to help somebody push a cart up the stairs, right? But unfortunately, we don't get those people come a dime. You know, they're rare.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
They are.
And you don't get that as much anymore. So when you have that kind of mentality, hence to why we have so much more drama than we've had in the past. We've always had drama, but how much more drama does each team have individually with at least one player in the team? You heard certain players, you know, like Deion Sanders, you know, he was one of those players. He brought drama to it because he drew that attention. He was phenomenal. He still showed up.
It was good publicity, they say.
But he showed up, though.
Or bad.
But he was able to bring the drama and still bring that to the field.
He could actually still play.
You know what I'm saying? Whether you like him or not, the man could ball out. You know what I'm saying? And that's in my sense the difference. There's too much drama going on, and everybody was theirs. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm happy for Micah Parsons, but damn, it hurt the heart. It's like when I used to hate on Shaquille O'Neal when he left Orlando and he went to the Lakers. And why? Because I wanted to see Penny Hardaway get a ring, and I see the potential and I saw the talent. So, you know, it was a hurt to the heart, but it's just, can we play for the game? Can we play for the love of the game, for the actual reason why you guys show up every Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays? Can we give it our all?
Yeah, that ain't him.
We need that, though. We need that passion, that you know what I'm saying? Get angry, get mad. That's the reason why I enjoy Skibodeau and Dart so much, because that's the type of energy that I miss. Of course, when we were getting that kind of energy, we were living in a different area, and these guys are all up and stuff. But, you know, oh, what a time to be alive.
The Niners draft 27th.
Don't you say they need a QB? Obviously, this wouldn't be the year for it.
They're not going to.
But where do you think they would go?
They're stuck on Brock Purdy, and they paid him a pretty penny.
Would
So
you go wide receiver or running back? They kind of need help.
Probably, I probably wouldn't go running back.
I feel like
because Rodriguez is going to be.
Oh wait,
still
he's there now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, never mind. He might
So
not
then
be all right then, because he's not bad.
And
obviously,
McCaffrey's a freak. McCaffrey's a freak of nature. So let's just not. I mean,
I'm trying to think
because
because they lost.
Healthy though, because it just seems like he's just getting hurt and more over.
But you
over
lost
time.
Jawan Jennings.
Ayuk's
probably
this past
completely
year,
done.
He was fine.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he got over the injury hump.
Yeah.
So, but this year, I'd have taken him number one in fantasy if it was me. Nobody knew because of the injury from last year. So nobody really.
So he was kind of
to
tossed
take
up
the chance. Yeah.
Nobody took the chance because in one of my leagues, he was taken dead last. Well, not dead last, but he was taken last in the first round in the 10-man league. That normally doesn't happen with Christian McCaffrey. He gone by number 3.
Yeah.
If that, so
some people would even pull them at number 1.
Nobody wanted to take that risk.
But I mean, it's an
but you didn't know.
Risk. It's
don't know.
It's an honest risk not to take, though. You know, any smart person.
Whoever took it, congratulations.
It worked out. So.
But I mean, at that point, you would.
He was averaging 21 points of fucking fantasy.
As sad as it is, last year he would have been the one that had been like the second-hand string, is what you would have picked up him as, right? Thinking he's number 1 still, but if he got hurt, you were hurt.
Yep. So I mean, I don't know what the Niners will do. I mean, with adding. I
mean, they got Mike Evans, but you also lost.
That's an injury waiting to happen.
No, I'm saying, well, that's what I mean. You don't have Ayuk. Jawan Jennings is gone. You just have Pearsall.
So it's probably going to take another receiver.
I feel like you need a receiver at this point.
Receiver or linebacker, to be honest with you.
What, even with Fred Warner? Didn't they get Greenlaw back? They did.
I think they did.
I'm pretty sure they brought Greenlaw back.
But also, too, I need to know.
Him and Fred were good.
I hope Fred don't lose a step.
I think he'll be all right.
I mean, I know he is, but,
I think he's just
it's always the unknown.
Yeah, it is.
You never know.
Well, Don't play the unknown because look what happened with McCaffrey.
No, I know. Oh, I know that. Yeah, for sure. Houston Texans at 28th.
Quarterback.
CJ
Stroud is buns.
Yeah, he's ass.
Buns.
Total buns, bro. Like, he sucks so bad.
It's bad.
Their-
I actually thought he was going to be a solid quarterback in the league.
Their defense is perfect.
Yeah.
Changed nothing. Changed nothing. They just made Will Anderson the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history.
Maybe running back,
So-
though? Because all they got is, what's his name? Oh, wait, they have David Montgomery now, too. But you
I'm
have
so excited.
him and
So excited.
you're probably going to need a running back.
Yes. Or another wide receiver.
Yeah. Why?
Because they lost Christian Kirk.
O-line's kind of bad.
Oh, yeah.
So it might be the O-line above
Because
all.
when they played
Above
Seattle,
Yeah. It was so bad.
you got ran on.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Kansas City drafts 29th.
We kind of already discussed that anyways.
Miami, New England drafts 31, of course.
Receiver. They need a receiver. I think they really do need a receiver.
So do you really feel like their O-line is fine?
They're young.
Yeah, that's
Just one of
honestly
those
think
things. They're young.
Yeah. I
Like,
And I can promise you one thing.
you give them another year or two and see what happens. If it's still a problem, then you draft.
start to
I
make.
promise
you
you this
switch
shit
that up.
right now.
Because my thing is, I was so excited to see them go because of just what they were as a team. To just watch them get slaughtered was harsh.
With Mike Vrabel being who he is,
Oh, they can run the football.
that. And, you know,
First year,
when
too.
he was with the Titans, you know, he's an offensive line guy. That's who he is. He's not going to let them be like they were last year.
Who's going to make those adjustments then?
Because Mike Vrabel also too, that was his first year being
Yeah.
there. So new guys, new system, even though
Right.
you played there,
Yeah.
you were a New England Patriot. He has 2 Super Bowls.
You still got to get your feet wet. though.
3.
Yeah, he does.
It was the first 3.
You know, Mike
They
Vrabel is not going to let them fail because that's just the hard-nosed person that he
That he
is.
is.
Honestly,
You
that's
know.
that's another team that
And
I
also-
just got my eyes on.
But
too.
with them being young, that's another good thing.
Mhm.
Being hungry, and also to having an asshole
I'm
like
hungry.
Mike Vrabel because he is a dick to get them where they need to
Can
be.
we raise more assholes into this newer generation?
Like he's gonna push them. Mike Vrabel actually ain't that old either.
Mhm.
He's only in his
He's
late
probably
40s.
okay, yeah.
Like Mike Vrabel's not that old. It's also too he gets it. He's also a player. He knows the game.
yeah.
He knows what it takes to win.
yeah.
So with what he's got, Mike Vrabel will be fine as long as they keep just going defense and build around the players that they have. Like Christian Gonzalez, top 5, one of the best corners in the league. You know, he's got solid
their line's good, or their D line's fine.
linebacking core.
Yeah.
Just
I
get
thought
depth
the line
and other people.
Defense though was pretty solid. I'm
It
not
was.
saying they couldn't make adjustments,
No, their
But-
defense was
but-
fine. It's
yeah,
just like
but
the
the
offense couldn't
offense-
do anything. 'cause
but
they were getting ate
he was
alive.
running around. That's the problem. Nobody was
No, I'm
holding
saying
him back,
they were
and
getting ate alive.
It was Seattle's year.
It was just just
Seattle
has the best
ate
defense.
everybody. I don't care
Yeah.
who it was. They ate them alive.
And they really did, but they owned every single game. It wasn't close games. It was they came and they
That Rams
played.
game was pretty close.
Oh, the one on the
Well, you-
Thursday nighter.
At Thursday
The
night,
Rams
man.
should have won that game though, like
But
way
it's but
before
it's
all that.
but
But
the
also,
Rams
too-
are still contenders.
But also
though.
too, that's
They're-
also a division rival. You gotta throw that into factoring it.
Mhm.
But also too,
That's why they keep the games close too. With
Well,
no
in
play
Seattle-
calls and referees and all that shit. I'm sorry, but they do that shit all the time. They always trying to fucking keep those rivalry games as close as possible. They just as rigged as the NBA, but that's my opinion.
Seattle drafts 32nd.
No matter what they do, they're coming back again next year.
I don't even know
hard.
what Seattle really needs unless you want to go with other running backs. Which
We'll
you
have
lost.
to.
Are probably fine.
Oh yeah, yeah, your receivers are fine.
Did they lose anybody? And
They
They
did
still
lose,
have Shaheed and
but they lost
Cup, right?
they lost Tyreek Woolen. Which
What did
that does
Actually, Brian kind of wanted him to leave because he's just a mouthpiece, and he's like, dude, he just
What
gets
did
us
he
in
play?
trouble
he's
sometimes.
good though.
What did he play?
He knows he is. He's not saying he
corner.
isn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know where he went?
where'd he go?
Philadelphia.
Oh, that's a good pickup for them. Then.
Philadelphia added some pieces. That's going to be.
Who
Good.
they pick up as a coach? They had to have fired that last guy, right?
They did. I can't remember who.
There's no way in hell.
Yeah.
Like that's now.
I can't remember who they hired.
Now that's a time where I'm like, okay, you guys made a great decision. You needed to get rid of that.
Oh,
guy.
they
there's
knew
no
what
way
they needed to do.
There's no way with the team that they have. There's no way in hell. Because I personally expected Philadelphia to be back to back. And imagine if Philadelphia last year was playing against how good of a fucking game would that have been? How good of a
It probably would have
it
been.
would
It would have been a better game than what we got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Might have
saying.
been a little bit of a shootout.
I definitely rooted for the underdog, but I understood what the assignment was going to be.
Of course. But with Seattle, I really don't know what they need, to be honest with you. I'm not going to
I
say.
kind of feel like I don't either. Really.
They should know. I think they'll be fine making their decisions, whatever they do.
Because I mean, wherever they got, I mean, they still have the continuity
They've
that they
retained
have.
most of it.
yeah.
That I mean, Woolen, that does hurt. Not gonna lie.
So they didn't really make any moves then this offseason.
Not
They really
really.
had to.
Probably couldn't. They probably were trying to pay other dudes on the team to
Well,
stay.
they also paid. They made
Yeah.
Jackson Smith the
Oh,
highest paid
that
wide
too.
receiver in the NFL,
So that makes it a little hard.
as they should have.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, but for what?
And
Well deserved. I mean, at the end, I hate to talk about money because I always feel like it's
Did
only
they-
so much.
did
But
they resign Shaheed?
Yeah, I think they brought him back. I'm pretty sure they did.
Because he was only for a 1 year.
Yeah, I'm positive
Yeah.
they brought him
Okay.
back. They let Mafe go
Can you
too.
imagine him now? With a full year under his belt, or half
With
a
it
year
under
under his belt, now being in Seattle, what they're
Oh,
going
he's
to
gonna
do?
return a lot of kickoffs.
That boy,
Punt returns everything.
that boy's stupid fast.
if I want to see anybody take one right now, though, I really want to see Josh Allen get a ring. I really do. He's another one that I just want. I thought
It's not gonna happen.
The Bills,
Aaron Rodgers is winning it
the Bills are
this year
cursed.
with McCarthy.
that would be nice.
calling it
I would
right now.
enjoy that, to be honest with you, because I mean, you know me, I like Aaron Rodgers, so you know, even as old as he
A-Rod,
is.
baby.
Pittsburgh and Dallas in the Super Bowl. Mike
Oh.
McCarthy gets his revenge.
Oh my God! Fuck you!
And then he also
Fuck
wins the
you!
Super
I would be
And
pissed.
McCarthy and Rodgers also win a Super Bowl with the team. They beat
If
the
that
Super
if that
Bowl.
happens, listen. If that happens,
Full circle.
I will-
moment.
Full circle moment.
I will 100% dump the Dallas Cowboys because I've already been on edge with not wanting to support them anymore, anyways. With everything, and that would just end up taking me over the top. Give me an excuse to
I'd
do it.
laugh.
That'd be wild. And honestly, they deserve it. They deserve the karma that comes to them. They really do.
So they deserve it.
Now,
I hate to say it because I'm just bitter, and I've been bitter on them for a while now. And it's not even nothing to do with the win-loss games either.
the next show we'll touch on who won the draft.
You know what we should do?
You know, with who getting.
We should do, which I know you'll have a
WrestleMania
general memory of it.
Hey, WrestleMania's tonight, and I'm watching
Oh,
that.
it's the second night of it, right?
It's the better
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Last night,
It seemed like a lot of people enjoyed the first night, though. It seemed very entertaining.
Brian told me it sucked other than
Yeah.
it wasn't.
other than Paige came
I
back, he said.
I didn't watch it.
About
Obviously. Did anything happen with Cameron? Was Cameron on there? Is it gonna be on night 2? I that's the only
They're
reason I
done.
wanted to watch. Did you see the little promo they did? I don't know if I sent it to you or not, but I'm sorry, but I ate that up. I wanted to see Cameron come on. But I know it's dumb and cheesy, but I would have ate it up for
It was
whatever
so
reason.
stupid.
Brian asked me if I wanted to watch night 2. He texted me earlier. I don't
Tonight-
know, though.
tonight's
I kinda
gonna be
feel
the
like
night
just
to
going
watch.
Home, though. Like later, I don't want to really be out that late.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I
Partly.
probably won't get into it. I have no way of watching it anyways. It
I don't
costs me
either.
$15 more to be able to watch it, and that just pisses me off.
ESPN Unlimited, baby.
That's why I got it on Hulu.
You know what else?
Well, I
That's
have like
Disney.
the combination.
Disney being greedy like they always are.
But dang, man, like let me vent a little bit.
They
Just
own
say I'm paying $30 a month to have no ads on Disney, and of course I have the ESPN General
That's crazy.
and the
30
Hulu
bucks
and the
for no
Hulu
ads.
General, and just to have no ads. And I didn't even realize it until we were talking about WrestleMania and me wanting to watch it. So I actually looked at the subscription and see what I have, and it would cost me $10 less, $20 a month, and then I would have ads on my shit. Why the hell do we have cable when we have streaming and we want to see? Who the hell wants to see these ads? I'm old enough where I should be past that. We're not in the 80s and 90s anymore.
Well, you got to pay.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, if you pay every single subscription to be able to have everything, like you would have ultimate cable, you pay just the same amount new cable, and it's getting to a point where it's going to be above that, and it's 100% going to be past that.
Oh,
It's BS. I mean, your YouTube, like that, isn't that the only thing you have, right?
Yeah,
But
I
you
like
probably
YouTube.
paying like $80, $90 a month
It's
for
like-
that shit.
I think it's like around 90.
But I mean,
After
but you
tax.
do get a good bit of stuff for it, which I
I like
license.
YouTube because
I-
it has everything that I want on it.
When I do get to watch it, like I'm about to get rid of Peacock again. Like goodbye.
It's
See
going
you
up
later.
too.
Like what the hell are these
They
things
all
doing?
go up.
I'm sorry. I know. We always end up randomly just going at the end about different topics because of me. So, but, yeah.
But we'll just do
We'll have to do a follow.
we'll do a recap.
About my
on that.
draft day experience.
So what about?
You can do that.
So it goes all the way till
Thursday.
Sunday,
I can't
ain't
wait,
it?
Phil. I'm
Right?
excited.
It's
Thursday,
Thursday,
Friday,
Friday, Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just Thursday, Friday,
It's 3
Saturday.
days.
Yeah, that's
Well, then
it.
we should just plan on, if we can, go right back into Sunday and fresh right after and just do another show. We really
If
should
you're good
do
with that.
Depends
that.
on the Lakers play.
Yeah, we'll put the
We'll probably
Lakers
get
there.
waxed.
We'll put the Lakers there in the background for you so you can watch it. Phil,
It'll probably be evening time, so I'm sure I could do it earlier.
I can actually put it on TV.
There you go. See, we can put it right on the TV. You can watch it
I
and
thought
cheer
about doing
away.
that.
You
But,
should be. Should to be honest.
There's
yeah.
there's a game on right now too. Not that I really care, but
Who's playing?
Thunder. They're gonna
Oh.
kill them.
Who are they playing against again?
Who they beat? Who beat Golden State? The Suns. Oh yeah, they're getting murdered. They might get swept.
I just want the Knicks to take it all the way through. That's where I'm at with that. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I just want to see them go. I'm loving that team, the way that they play and the offense, defense side of it. It's nice to watch. It's good NBA.
Hopefully we can just do one next Sunday. Just do recap.
We're gonna
of
do
the
that
draft.
one next Sunday. We have to. We'll put the game in the background for you, RJ, if it comes down to that. But we got to do one this Sunday. I'm just gonna push for it and say we got to do it because it's gonna be best than having to wait another week. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's gonna want to hear about it as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Right after it's over.
Because right after that, it should be, then it'll be done Saturday night.
And then
So-
Phil, the day after that, when the draft's done, he's about to draft
Yeah. Then you're
his
gonna go
fantasy team right off. He
Where,
wants to do
where,
it- he
where
wants
does your
to do it
draft
right
start
now.
for your
Months
big
from
one?
now.
Is it the
Oh,
weekend
it-
after?
Probably another 3 or 4
It
months
don't
from
start
now.
until it don't start until August.
That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
Because my guys in my league, like we don't draft until like camp is almost preseason's
Yeah.
almost over.
But it makes sense because then it really tells you where people stand.
But
And you want to
also,
also see if anyone blows out their knee and
Yeah.
I had that happen one
you
year.
told me that. Yeah.
I had it happen. I'll tell you who it was. I remember it was Kelvin Benjamin, Carolina. I took
I know
him.
you're talking
It was
about him.
right. It was right. It was fucking preseason. We were already in preseason. Tore his ACL in fucking practice. He was done for a year.
That's right.
And I drafted him. I'm like, well, what the hell am I supposed to do now?
And then at that point, who
Find
you replacing
somebody
him with?
Yeah, who am I supposed to replace him with on waivers?
Yeah,
You're done.
You're hit.
So-
You took a big lick because I mean, once one of your main, especially one of your main players go down, and I learned that from doing it. It really just
That's why you
messes up
draft
your shit.
after the preseason. Like we'll draft probably late August, like around Labor Day,
Yeah.
or is it Labor Day? Italian Heritage Festival weekend.
so it's like the beginning of
Oh.
September.
Yes, that's
I
always
love that you said that. I cannot wait for the food.
that's always the week that that's always the week that we draft. I actually drafted that Sunday because I had to work. I was in an auction league.
Mm.
I was working while fucking drafting at the same time. I had a fucking blower in my hand and my phone in the other. I was doing one of these numbers in a freaking auction league.
Hell yeah, though.
I'll never do one of those again.
Yeah, I don't really like it.
Bad. But anyway, I digress. So hopefully next week we'll have another show for you on Sunday. After the draft will be a post-draft. So hopefully everybody gets the people that they want for their teams. And then we will discuss the winners and losers and who went where and how happy we are and give our grades for it.
And how accurate you were about your guys' picks too.
And we'll see how that goes. Till next time, thank you all for tuning in. Press that like and share, and we'll see you on the next go around. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Dun, dun.